Hare Krishna devotees, dear devotees, I apologize for technology this evening. My laptop is shut off just before I got started. Everything got delayed. Back on your patience. So we're going to Mangalachar. Uh, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnananda Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Ulamilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Devamrita Swami iti namane Prachare Puradaktyam cha Bhaktachara Pravinata Praftapi Karanam Sri Sarvate Namaha Om Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Prachasta Desatharane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srinivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari. So we're going to do Bhagavad Gita class today. Today is 16th chapter we're going to discuss. This is we're going to have a just general view of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is a book of knowledge for both mind and spirit, body. This discusses about five important information: Isvara, the Supreme Lord; Jiva, the living entity; Prakriti, material nature; Kala, the time; Karma, action, reaction. Bhagavad Gita is divided into three sections. Section 1 is first 1 to 6 chapters containing karma yoga and how to attain bhakti through karma. And then middle chapters, 6 chapters, chapters 7 to 12 deals with the pure bhakti yoga. And chapter 13 to chapter 18, they discuss about jnana, how to approach bhakti through jnana. This is in summary Bhagavad Gita. In 13th chapter, Arjuna asked very important questions about what are these 6 things. And Arjuna want to know from Bhagavan Sri Krishna so that he can understand the world view of how Bhagavan Sri Krishna looks at this material world. He asked about what is the Prakriti, Purusha, Kshetram, Kshetrajnam, Jnanam, knowledge, and Ignayam, objects of knowledge. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna elaborates on that in detail. This is the approaching the bhakti through jnana called Sankhya philosophy. And then science is what we are all familiar with in the Western world. Is science will bring you comforts in life, whereas Sankhya will give you let go of things so that we know what is the essential information that is achieving our spiritual reality, which is our constitutional position serving Bhagavan Sri Krishna. This is the attitude of looking at the world through Bhagavan Krishna's lenses. So Sankhya Yoga, Bhagavan Sri Krishna talks about in this chapter, in brief, the 26 things, 5 Jnanendriyas, Panchamahabhutas, sense acquiring senses, knowledge acquiring senses, working senses, sense objects, unsettled mind, mind, intelligence, and ego, and also unmanifested 3 modes of material nature. They're all 24 items. And then Kshetrajna is the knower of the individual body, is a soul, and a Paramatma is super soul, which is knows all other bodies, including entire world. Bhagavan Sri Krishna as a Paramatma knows everything. So 6 concepts are bedrocks for this philosophy of Sankhya, and also the modes of nature. In the knowledge, this is what important we need to get at. So the modes of nature is the one that kind of eternally perpetuates, binds us to this material world. And also Bhagavan Sri Krishna in 13th chapter talks about 20 process of acquiring knowledge. More importantly, though, is the constant, unalloyed devotional service to me. How do you do that? By approaching bona fide spiritual master. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna declares these all 20 things to be the knowledge. Anything else is not knowledge, ignorance. In 1322, Bhagavan Sri Krishna introduces in detail about the modes of nature, Purusha, Prakriti, Stohi, Bhungte, Prakriti, Jan Gunam, Karana Guna Sangasyo, Sad Asad, Yoni Janmasu. So here, 3 modes of material nature is introduced, and Prabhupada beautifully talks about in this translation. Is important to understanding the living entities transmigration from one body to another body, just like changing the drugs, because of their attachment to this material existence through three modes of nature. And they can either be demigods or ant, whatever life, but they're all based upon the modes of material nature. Only transcendental position is Krishna consciousness. That is the one get us outside of the material nature. So how do we know this? We need to have the change in the perspective now. We are bound to this material body. We identify ourselves as our body, our whatever position we have, family, whatever projects we have, we identify with that. But we need to identify to our pure constitutional position. That is called the change. How do we have the change happens? By hearing this information through authoritative sources. Just like Arjuna heard this science of God from Krishna himself. So here, Srila Prabhupada, who's pure devotee, established this Krishna Bhakti form all over the world, ISKCON centers. Every day we talk about this authoritative knowledge, how Bhagavan Sri Krishna talked to Arjuna. So that's how we would change our perspective in life. Um, so here another aspect of looking at the soul through our consciousness, through the ropes, binds to the 3 gunas, sattva, rajas, tamo. There's more of pure goodness, more passion, more of ignorance. And this could be also compared to the gear in the car. When you're putting the reverse gear, the car goes backwards. Similarly, drive more. Same way, our because our constant bondage, eternal nitya baddha situation, so we are bound to these 3 modes, so that we get these same bodies based upon what actions we do this life, and we get the next body. So we got this body because of what we have done in the past. But luckily, we were introduced to Krishna consciousness through pure bhakti, bhaktas. So that's why we're exploring our spiritual aspect of ourselves. And that's how you have a change in the consciousness. So the consciousness is attracted to 3 modes of nature. This is what Kapila Muni talks about in 3rd canto Srimad Bhagavatam, 25th chapter and 15th verse. The stage in which consciousness of a living entity is attracted by the 3 modes of material nature is called conditional life. But when the same consciousness is attached to the Supreme Person of Godhead, one is situated in the consciousness of liberation. So liberation is a stage where you are in transcendental position. From liberation, you need to develop pure unalloyed devotional service. And that's where the bhakti process comes in. And similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 1st chapter, 8th verse, this is Narada Muni describing to Yudhishthira. This translation of this verse is, when the quality of goodness is prominent, the sages and demigods flourish. When they, with the help of that quality with which they are infused and surcharged by the Supreme Lord. Similarly, when the modes of passion is prominent, demons flourish. And when the ignorance is prominent, yakshasas and rakshasas, even the lesser than demons, will flourish. The Supreme Person of Godhead is present in everyone's hearts, fostering the reaction of sattva, rajo, and tamoguna. Because Bhagavan Sri Krishna, based upon what you did, what you is as a super soul sanctioning this, uh, what you are dreaming, what you wanted in life through based upon your gunas. And Prabhupada in the translated purport says, Supreme Person of Godhead, not partial to anyone. He's not sanctioning you to have this life because you are the one, I am the one who has done this so that I'm getting this body, this life. And because I'm changing my perspective and borrowing the Krishna's lens through Arjuna's education, Srila Prabhupada translations, and through this sadhu sangha, through the association with pure devotees, I change my perspective so that I would change my trajectory in life. The conditional soul is under the influence of various modes of material nature, and behind material nature is the Supreme Person of Godhead. But one's victory and loss under the influence of sattva, rajo, and tamo gunas are reactions of these modes, not of the Supreme Personality, Lord's partiality. He is impartial. So, in the 14th chapter in Bhagavad Gita, uh, yeah, Mam Chayo Vicharena Bhakti Yogena Sevate Sagunam Samatityan Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. This is a very important version, this 14th chapter. Here, Prabhupada translates, one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the mode of material nature and thus come to the Brahma Buddha platform. That is a transcendental platform. And then 15th chapter, Yoga of Supreme Person, verses 1 to 5, describes about the process of freeing oneself from these weaknesses of heart. How the weakness of heart comes from? From our consciousness is bind to these three modes. And similarly, verses 6 to 20, verses when Shri Krishna talks about Purushottama Yoga, all his opulences he talks about in that chapter. So the weakness of heart is desire to lord over the material nature. So you give up the Abhyabhicharani Bhakti and you want to take care of yourself, forget about God. And then you increase the propensity to lord it over material nature, you are eternally bound. And you reverse that and get into Abhyabhicharani Bhakti. How? By chanting 16 rounds through japa, and each mala has 108 tulsi beads. These chant in Brahma Muhurta. That's the right timing, an hour and a half before in the morning. That is, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like that, you chant about 180 rounds. If people are devotees are chanting minimum 60 rounds in Brahma Muhurta, and follow the four regulated principles. What are these four regulated principles? No meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, uh, uh, no substance use whatsoever that alters our mind. And then associates with the devotees. Association is the important for the detachment of the matter. And from Nityapada to uh, uh, Nitya Mukta stage is where the detachment comes from the knowledge. And also, just like Srimad Bhagavad Gita class this evening, we also have a Bhagavatam class in the morning too. So in 15th chapter, the important introduction of Bhagavan Sri Krishna talks on 15.1, the Supreme Person of Godhead said, it is said that there are an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upwards, branches downwards, whose leaves are in the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree knows the Vedas. Similarly, the branches of this tree are extended downwards and upwards, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the objects of the senses. This tree also has roots going down, and these are bound to the future actions of human society. So, and then 3 and 4, he elaborates on that. The important on the 15 is important verse in the 15th chapter. Sarvasya Shaham Hridasanya Visto Mata Asmatir Graham Apurhanam Cha Vedasya Sharvai Aham Eva Vedyo Vedanta Krit Veda Vidyeva Chaham. So in the translation, I'm sitting in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of Vedas. And 16, 1. 16, 1 to 2, we talked about last week. Supreme Personality of Godhead said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of Vedas, austerity, simplicity, nonviolence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault-finding, compassion for all the living entities, freedom from the covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, freedom from envy, and from the position of honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belongs to godly men endowed with divine nature. And the fourth verse, pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, ignorance, and these qualities belongs to those of demonic nature, or son of Bharata. So demonic nature, just like we've heard before, and if we have our consciousness is dragged down to mode of passion, that's where the demonic nature comes in. And mode of goodness is divine quality. And the fifth verse, the transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demonic qualities make for bondage. Do not worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born in divine qualities, Lord Shri Krishna says to Arjuna. And O son of Partha, in this world there are two kinds of created beings. One is called divine, otherwise demonic. I have already explained to you at length about divine qualities. Now I am explained, hear from me from demonic qualities. This is verse 7. Bhagavan Sri Krishna talks about demonic qualities here. Pravitram cha nivitram cha gnana vidur asuraha na saucham na pichacharo na satyam teshu vidyate. Sorry. In the interest of time, we go to translation. I think I went to translation for that verse. Those who are demonic do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. That's the translation. Prabhupada gives purport here. In every civilized human society, there are some set of scriptural rules and regulations, which is followed by from the beginning, especially among the Aryas, those who adopt the Vedic civilization, and who are known as most advanced civilized people, those who do not follow the scriptural injunctions are supposed to be demons. So therefore, it is stated here that the demons do not know scriptural rules, nor do they have any inclination to follow them. Most of them do not know them, and even if some of them know, they have no they 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 have not the tendency to follow them. So they have no faith, nor are they willing to act in terms of Vedic injunctions. Prabhupada says, the demons are not clean, either externally or internally. One should always be careful to keep his body clean by bathing, brushing teeth, shaving, changing the clothes, etc. At least Prabhupada says devotees has at least take shower twice a day minimum, if not 3 times. As far as internal cleanliness is concerned, one should always remember the holy name of God. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This Mahamantra purifies internally. The demons neither like nor follow these rules of external or internal cleanliness. Prabhupada really strong on this purport. As as for as for behavior, there are many rules and regulations guiding human behavior, such as the Manu Samhita, which is the law of human race. Manu means man, right? Manusha. So Manu Samhita, that's for the humans. Even up to today, those who are Hindus follow the Manu Samhitas. Laws of inheritance and other legalities are derived from this book. Now, in the Manu Samhita, it is clearly stated that a woman should not be given freedom. Um, that does not mean that women are to be kept as slaves, but they are like children. We need to take care of them. Children are not given freedom, but that does not mean they are kept as slaves. The demons have now neglected such injunctions, and they think that the woman should be given as much freedom as men. However, this has not improved the social condition of the world. Actually, a woman should be given protection at every stage of life. She should be given protection by the father in her younger days, by the husband in her youth, and by the grown-up sons in her old age. This is proper social behavior, according to Manu Samhita. But modern education has artificially devised puffed up conception of womanly life. Therefore, marriage is practically now an imagination in society. The social condition of women is thus not very good now, although those who are married are in a better condition than those who are proclaiming their so-called freedom. The demons, therefore, do not accept any instructions which is good for the society, and because they do not follow the experience of great sages and the rules and regulations laid down by the sages, the social condition of the demonic people is very miserable. Prabhupada talks about that. Demons, therefore, do not accept. I think we talked about that. Uh, and similarly, uh, some other translations goes on this demonic qualities. Prabhupada clearly explains that in this chapter. In the interest of time, we can stop here. It's 8 o'clock. The darshan for the deities. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Apologize for all the mistakes that I did. Anything I have spoken that has made any sense is all due to the information I borrowed from Parampara system, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Arjuna, and Srila Prabhupada, the translations. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.